What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Pepper Pack Podcast. It is I. Yes, I know it's been a while since I've been on the show, but I am back. It is I, the random dude, Josh. And of course, with me, as always, the man, the myth, the major pain in my butt, the Dr. Pepper teacher, Mr. Zach Bowman. Zach, how are you?
Oh, it's been a week. I need some Dr. Pepper. But I'm doing well.
Wait. You ate some Dr. Pepper?
No, I said I need some Dr. Pepper. But
You
eating Dr. Pepper sounds fun too. Like what can we put it in?
Baked beans. Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah, no. I like ribs.
Ooh,
I've done the Dr. Pepper ribs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, we're going to bring in our other host, Dario. Dario, what is up, man?
Oh, nothing much. Just eating some Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. I could play that game too, but I'm gonna be nice tonight.
Well, I'm upset. Obviously, my Broncos didn't make it to the playoffs at all. But that's not the thing that upset me. And no, it has nothing to do with the fact that we won't get a Taylor Swift halftime show. It has nothing to do with the fact that neither one of the teams that I wanted to go are going. I mean, I would have been happy if the Lions went, but
I was kind of hoping the Lions. I was kind of hoping the Lions would make it.
Yeah, I really wanted them to go, but I digress. No, I'm upset because y'all have your Dr. Pepper blackout hats, and I don't have mine yet.
Did you see how fast they sold out on the perk store?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I can't believe the shoes were sold out like within an hour.
That doesn't surprise me.
But for as much as they were, 15, wasn't it?
1,500
points. Yeah.
1,500, yeah.
So again, for those of you watching, remember, if you haven't signed up for the Pepper Perks, do so. This is not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, although
we want to be
one day.
But you want to make sure that you've signed up, you're redeeming those receipts, get those points, rack them up. So head over to my.drpepper.com to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at those hats.
Look at that.
No, you still got your sticker on? Or you take your sticker off?
I take my sticker off.
You know what? We'll have to ask our guest because I know, Zach, you were talking about, maybe another question. I think we got one.
Okay.
On whether you like the sticker on or off the hat, but we'll find out. But first, guys, I'm thirsty.
Me too.
As am I.
Normally I'd be drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper, but I thought for the first sort of interview episode back, I'd go with the hard stuff.
Good stuff.
The real stuff.
So,
all right. So Josh, you want to start us off?
Absolutely. All right. On your mark, get set. 1,
2,
23.
Atta boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is good stuff.
Something about a Dr. Pepper.
Right. That deserves a Dr. Pepper.
I just need a moment of silence for a minute.
Okay. What are we remembering?
Nothing. I just wanted to drink more Dr. Pepper.
Fair enough. Well, we hope you all are excited for this episode. We've got an awesome guest with us. So let's welcome our guest, Mr. Blake. Blake, welcome to the podcast. How are you, man?
Man, I'm good. No complaints, man. We've had a good week. Honestly, got the refrigerator stashed with some brand new Dr. Peppers, and I was having a good week until I seen these blackout hats, and I'm a hat fad myself. Got too many, and
hey, no. There's no such thing as too many hats, contrary to what my wife will say.
Yeah, I got them stacked in closets and everywhere, and but I think I definitely need to add one to the mix there.
Not that this is a shameless self plug, but
yes,
if you were to head over to our Redbubble store, you could get a Pepper Pack podcast hat.
Oh, so 2 added to the list. Understand?
Yes. And there's plenty of choices of patterns, but again, I digress.
I mean, if you didn't know where to go, It's like
look
the map
below.
just unfolds before you.
Right there, right there.
It's true. Link in the bio. So,
Well, Blake,
What's word on y'all? How's things going? I know Josh, you're in Texas.
I'm in Utah, actually.
You're in Utah. Okay.
I know it's confusing.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
So the story behind this, when we had our 1 year anniversary episode in Waco, they were very gracious and gifted us
very gracious.
shirts and cups, and so this is actually from the museum
gotcha.
as a care package.
Now,
from
actually,
them.
was that from the museum or was that given from Dr. Pepper to the museum?
You're right. You're right. That was given
Yeah.
to us from Dr. Pepper, and they shipped it to the museum.
Yeah. Yep, that was fun. The museum gave us a lot of great stuff too. Though I was actually had one of my museum things break the other day.
Oh,
It was that
was
white.
it the can,
No,
the glass?
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
No, it was the white cup with it's a plastic cup with the red Dr. Pepper letters on the outside of it. I had left some from who knows when. The last time we did a frosty pepper in it, and it was really dirty. So I was washing it out in the sink with hot water, and as I like it was a plastic cup, room temperature. It wasn't glass, and then it was washing out fine. I got everything out of it, and I pulled it out, and it literally just goes and just right down the side of the crack.
We need a moment of silence.
Tragedy of Dario became the tragedy of Bowman.
The great sadness.
But
If you want,
cup
I could give a eulogy for your cup if you need it.
Oh, I would actually hear this. Let's go.
Hold on. Before you go, hold on. Before you start going, let's
set the mood.
Let's set the mood here.
The sadness. Oh, that cup. That beautiful white, red and taste cup. All the frosted peppers that no longer will be in its vessel. It has left us now. Oh, that poor cup. Oh, what it could have done. The Dr. Peppers it could have held. The Frosty Peppers. But alas, no more. We weep for you. We salute you for all that you have done. Your museum cup. The end.
That was not rehearsed, by the way, either.
That was beautiful.
Straight off the cuff. That's what I like.
Yeah.
That is the production value that we bring here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we do it here.
Yep.
That's right.
All right. So, Blake, let's get into our fun question, sir.
Yes.
First question we'd like to ask everybody. Tell us your Dr. Pepper story. How did you become a Dr. Pepper fan, connoisseur, lover of all things Dr. Pepper? And just how did that start?
So I guess I was younger. My dad was like Dr. Pepper fanatic. Like we would go on a hunting trip or a fishing trip, and the cooler had Dr. Peppers in it. And I always had this thing that I did not want to be like my dad. Like, oh, I'm not going to be like that old man. You know what I'm saying? Don't know why. But so I drank like Mountain Dews and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
You call that the green soda?
Yeah, the green. And anyways, I started like picking up on the Dr. Peppers. Like I would run out and not have enough green soda, so I started drinking his. And next thing I know, it was like,
yeah, you shouldn't drink radiator fluid. It's not good for you.
I call it radioactive goat urine.
Radioactive goat urine.
Because I say what lives on a mountain? Goats.
Oh. Anyway, moving along.
Good assessment. But so that kind of like way back when led into the Dr. Pepper thing, and I was just like always been about Dr. Pepper, like the refrigerator. People knew me as like we would go out to dinner or whatever, and I would go to the restroom, wash my hands, and somebody would order a drink for me, and boom, they'd order Dr. Pepper every time. You know, everybody knew that Blake drinks Dr. Peppers, and then I just like I was on Twitter one night. And I put something up and I seen a link to like Pepper Pack. And I was like, this is my people. You know, this is like, howling at the moon type stuff. And
Ooh, I like that.
And realized I was not only the only fanatic around, but I'm telling you what, it's starting to spread here. I live in Pageland, South Carolina, and I go to the grocery store, and if I'm not there like the second week of the month when they get all the groceries and stuff, you will not get a Dr. Pepper. There's the Cokes, the all the other brands.
The red soda.
Boom.
Red soda. We don't use the C word on our show. This is a family show.
All these, not to plug any names, all these off brands would be fully stocked.
Okay, I'm good.
But that's kind of been like my way back sped up journey of becoming addicted to the 23.
Okay. So along with that, how did you find out about the Pepper Pack?
You said it was.
You said on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what was your application process? Because we've talked. Josh was lucky enough that they reached out to him. I applied and had to wait like 6-7 months before I heard anything. How did that application process look for you?
I want to say I was into the mix kind of early. I'm not positive, but I mean, I literally application process submitted, and like 2-3 nights go by, and I got like an email, and it was a package saying, "Hey, you've been accepted here."
Wow.
Dang.
I'm sorry, our guest is having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, that.
I was like, "Man, are you kidding me? Like, this is legit."
Man, 2 or 3 days. Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, do you remember your acceptance date?
Hurtful.
Yeah, we got the original. Yeah.
I do not remember the. It was way back.
Because mine was September 11th, 17.
Did you get the birthday soda?
The birthday. Yeah.
Okay, so at least 2017 or 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I wanted to say it was. I wanted to say it was late 2016, early 17. Somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, you're probably that first wave of the initial.
Wow.
I was like flabbergasted. I got my birthdays coming up in like month of January, and they shipped me that box, and it was like happy birthday. I was like, this is pretty neat. I opened it up, and there's like actually birthday cake flavored Dr. Pepper.
Okay, so yeah, that was probably they sent that in 18, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, they sent that in fall of 18 because that's when I got mine in August. So you might have applied in 18, and if you got it right around after your birthday in January.
Yep.
So, okay.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I'm always bitter because I had to sit here and wait forever. But I'm thankful they finally accepted me.
Yeah, it's not about the length of the journey. It's just the destiny.
Thank you.
Blake, we may be looking for a new host.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we actually are. No.
Hey, easy.
Hey. We're always looking to share our Dr. Pepper fans.
Oh,
family.
Yeah. Definitely so. Well, I kind of want to ask you something. So, how do you share, or spread the love of Dr. Peppers with others? Because Zach and I were both teachers. We share with our kids, with our students.
Mm-hmm.
How have you shared your love of Dr. Pepper with others?
Man, we honestly, again, going back to the outdoor industry. We travel all spring chasing turkeys, and we travel all fall chasing deer and ducks, and there's a lot of folks that especially when we get up into northern states, they don't really. I don't know. There's not a lot of Dr. Pepper fans. It seems like a more southern thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but so like once we go up, we're in Idaho or we're North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, places like that. And man, just all the people that's hunted with me, they pop the cooler open, and there's not much variety. There's Dr. Pepper and ice, and that's about it. And
I'm sorry, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I know, no problem. And they're like, man, what is this? And like, I don't drink Dr. Pepper. I'm like, well, you're either gonna be thirsty or you're gonna drink Dr. Pepper. And then
that's a shirt right there.
Yeah, when I go to their house, there's like a Dr. Pepper like level in the refrigerator that's like fully stocked. And I'm like, since when did you do this? And they're like, well, last year you come on that hunt, and man, I've been hooked ever since. So that's kind of passing along the torch.
All right. No, that is a way.
So that opens up another question. How do you prefer to consume your Dr. Pepper? Can, glass bottle, fountain, IV drip?
IV drips on the burners, when you
yes. Oh, we weren't supposed to mention that. Family show.
But anyways, they the best way I like we got a blender and we started making like floats and stuff. So I do like the frost, and probably can is the most like occurrence of way of drinking Dr. Pepper, but I do like the little store right here around the corner from my house. They sell a lot of the other sodas in glass bottles, and they carry Dr. Pepper as well in like a tall, slim glass bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And man, when it's summertime and it's hot and that bottle's ice cold, that is the best way to drink a Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you throw a mug in the freezer.
Oh man.
Let it sit in there like overnight, and then take it out, crack one, and just yum.
Thanks.
You said something that like I hadn't thought of, because we've done the frosty peppers before, but I've never thought about doing the ice cream and the Dr. Pepper in a blender and mixing it up.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to do that. Maybe a diet episode, Josh.
Maybe I'll have to. So my wife for Christmas got one of those, the Ninja Creamies, the ice cream maker. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah. Like
I'm gonna have to make some Dr. Pepper ice cream.
Mm.
To the Googles.
Well, because you don't get the Bluebell out there where you live, right?
No.
Sad.
I'm gonna send him out.
Another moment.
That's right.
I'll go sit with him for a minute. No, I'm just kidding.
That ain't right, man.
I honestly thought he was going to kick me out.
That ain't right, man.
Myself back in.
That ain't right, man. That ain't right about the Bluebell.
That was.
Hey, I told you, anytime you guys want to come visit me, I will buy enough Bluebell for you.
Okay, let's do the math here. Okay, ready? I'm gonna math. From where I'm at, and no, I'm not gonna give my exact address because I don't want to dox myself. It would take me, let's see, about interwebs, 15 hours one way.
Hey, all he's got to do is box you up a bunch of it, cover it in dry ice, and ship it to you.
See, Blake, this is why I think we need to bring you on the show. I think Zach should take a sabbatical.
Yes, I'll take a nap. Sure, I did. I heard that.
Yeah, go take a nap, Zach. On that. Oh, see, he removed himself. Funny how that works.
Oh man.
Oh.
So
man,
since you love, can every other day with the exception of the summer, how would you rank the different flavors? Regular, real sugar, vanilla float, cherry, dark berry, cream soda diet, birthday cake.
I'm definitely an OG. The regular,
just the classic.
Yeah.
Okay, so but I'm going to do a clarification here. I'm going to call that regular. I'm not going to call that OG, because OG was the real sugar. They sell them in the green cans down in Texas.
Yeah,
but
again,
you drink Dr. Pepper all the time, and then go in the convenience store and you see that cream soda, and you're like, yep, got to mix it up today. So that's probably my second pick. But a lot of my friends love the diet Dr. Peppers, and I don't mind them. I like the premium. The 93 fluid instead of the 87.
That's a gasoline reference for those that didn't understand that.
So as I'm getting up there in age, not quite Medicare age, but I'm getting there. I've noticed that I have started to gravitate towards the diet or the zero sugar. And the diet's honestly probably one of the better ones that I've had. That's my personal preference. But again, in my old age,
I got Josh. They're leaning that way now.
Yeah.
Well, I've already shared on a previous podcast, but with not having to cut back on my sugar, I've been drinking a lot of the zero sugars. Josh, did you see what I renamed the Southern Gentleman.
Yeah.
So I got the Diet Dr. Pepper, and I got sugar-free peach and sugar-free vanilla added to it.
Mm.
And I call it the Slender Gentleman.
Yep. Dude, I'm telling you, it's good.
It was. Good. I was surprised. It was good. So Josh has a soda shop up where he lives that makes a drink called Southern Gentleman, which is Dr. Pepper, peach, and vanilla. And so I went the diet version and the sugar-free version and called it the Slender Gentleman.
Slender Gentleman.
Yes. So if you ever want to, live life on the wild side, or if you end up in Utah for a hunt, hit me up and I'll let you know where to go.
there's about twice a year I end up in Utah. I come for the summer.
I'm here.
Yeah, we'll have to link for sure.
Please, yeah, please. So what are the top 2 or 3 memories of being in the Pepper Pack, being an ambassador? You were not forced in any way, shape, or form to say that being on the podcast is your number one favorite memory.
I would have to say. So first off, like getting the acceptance and joining the whole crew and everything, that was a highlight. Because I've always
getting the shirt with your name on the back.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Realize what this is? And people's like, man, how'd you do that? And so then on top of that, the birthday box and package that was cool. I still got it and put up. It looks cool and everything. And but this podcast would probably not even just because you said that. It's talking to other people and sharing the love for it and having that avenue to get on and converse about it on a podcast. To me, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, like I said, it wasn't a requirement, but very,
very much.
Hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate the love.
So impromptu question, because we've been doing this podcast 3 years now, Josh?
Yeah.
We've had lots of guests. I'm actually having trouble getting people to join it. They're like, "Oh no, I have nothing to say. Oh no, I'm not that interesting. Oh, I'm not that cool." How would you pitch to someone to help make them want to come and join us on the podcast?
Yeah, be part of this.
Shotgun.
In the future, so I was like, not worried about it at all. But honestly, from an outsider standpoint, we're talking about a drink that everybody likes, and you basically do this on a daily basis. I mean, especially me, because I work swing shift. I get to work at like 5:30 in the morning, and like I'm walking in, Dr. Pepper sitting on the counter doing turnover, and they're like, "Who drinks Dr. Pepper before like 9 a.m.?" But so like this is true love. Yeah, I know, right?
Volunteer tribute.
So everybody, not like y'all brought some other soda brand on here and wanted you to like eat up about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like all you're doing is conversating. There's nothing about it.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like we're interrogating you.
Right.
I mean, Zach might. I won't. Dario definitely won't.
Nah, I just want to drink a Dr. Pepper. And eat some cookies along the way too somehow.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
No, not one bit. Okay. Well, speaking of that, you know what? I kind of curious. So, what is your since we've been talking about the Dr. Pepper and I mean, especially the memories, and you talk about your dad. Again, don't be drinking Dr. Pepper way back when, not way back when, but time ago. What is?
I'll just keep that far back, but maybe like right here back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep burying myself in this question, but that's all right. I do that on occasion.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm not judging or anything.
What is your favorite Dr. Pepper advertisement, or even character or slogan? So we have quite a few different ones. Going all the way back, to not all the way back, going back to what the doctor ordered.
Shoot me a waker.
I'm a pepper. You got the king of beverages.
Yeah.
All those classic slogans. What's kind of like some of the ones that jump out at you as your favorite?
Oh man, I was the big fan of the king of the beverages, but I don't even know. Like I don't have a favorite slogan. I always talk about like I know this the oldest way, and the most regular one in the book, but the 23 flavors, just how they say that. I always talk about people like, man, I can't drink the 24, or they'll be like, I'm limited to 23, like, and
Yeah.
I hit 23 flavors all the time. Like, there's a little fad when we turkey hunt and stuff that once you harvest a bird, you actually crack a little bottle of wild turkey. And I always say, man, I ain't got any wild turkey, just got them 23s. That's like my go-to saying. So I don't know. That's just where I've always focused.
Blake, you keep giving us great little one-liners for shirts.
Oh yeah.
I just got them 23s.
I know, man. It's
I just audibled to the 23rd. Ooh, that's good.
Red 23, red 23.
Oh man, we're gonna keep going with this.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I mean, again, you traveled a bit for hunting. Have you ever had a Dr. Pepper outside the United States?
I've actually sadly never been outside the United States. But
when you come to Utah, it's pretty much like being outside the United States. I'm just saying.
I've been to some far out places, but it's been within the states.
I mean, West Virginia is pretty out there too.
Yeah, it's on a level out there.
Have you guys been to California lately?
I have not been.
You're okay.
You want to talk about out there?
Yeah.
Well, when you make it through Kansas, let me know. I got my Pepper Pack sign on the wall over here that I've had all the ambassadors that I've met in person sign it. So gotta get your name on that.
I should be in Kansas about end of April.
So all right.
Shooting through the Princeton, Ottawa area.
Okay, I'll have to check. I'm not sure how close that is, but
we can
chat after. We can chat afterwards.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So, kind of going back to your, I don't have the hard stuff, but I stop at 23. Do you kind of notice yourself almost fixating on 23 in other aspects? Like, oh, I got 23 shells left.
Yeah, I relate it all the time. Like, just in scenarios or whatever, most time I'll buy 2 packs of 2 12-pack cans, and I just like the way I got like a little can stacker in my refrigerator, so I like the way it just neat. I'm OCD as can be, and I didn't do this 12 on the bottom and then it's 12 on top, but you can't grab the one on bottom because the 12th one sits there. So I like broke it off to where it only holds 11. So I'm like, yeah, that's my 23 stack. And I take that one. Yeah. So everybody opens the fridge and they're like, oh man. And I was like, yeah, I only got 23 today,
Nice.
I wonder if we consider that 24th can are offering to the Dr. Pepper gods.
No, I think, you know how they used to have a baker's dozen where you get 13?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like a Pepper's double dozen. Because it's 24.
A Pepper's pack.
Ooh.
The Pepper Pack.
I'd have to go with Dario. A Pepper's pack just rolls off the tongue better than a Pepper's double dozen.
No, I completely agree.
PDD just sounds like a medical condition that we'll end up having anyway.
The Pepper Pack. Yeah.
My man,
if you suffer from PDD, please contact your doctor.
I'm just gonna eat my cookie in silence.
For 23 prescription flavors.
On that note, moving along.
So Blake, you talked about how you like to have that 23 stack in the fridge. Do you happen to know what is the most Dr. Pepper you've consumed at like one time or in a day? Because I'm guessing out on hunts, you start cracking them open. Next thing you know, you're through 2 12-packs.
The worst is going to and from work because I don't know. I pack my bag, pack your lunch and whatnot, and go to work. I usually put 6 cans in my bag, and that's just in a 12 hours period. And I'm like, I won't drink all of them, but I'll just stack them up, and eventually I won't have to take anything to work. I'll have it in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, I'm on the way home, and I'm like digging in the bag, like, no, where'd it go? So I've been limiting myself to 6 a work day, but that's usually on average a daily, I guess, dosage is 6 to 8 cans of Dr. Pepper.
See, that's where I was at during my school days, and then the doctor was like, "Good luck," and I was like, "You're a jerk." So I've been doing my zeros, and like I said, it's not the same, but at least it's Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Now when we go on hunts and we pack the cooler full, they empty the cooler out quickly across 6 or 7 people. They put it hurting on quick, but
yeah. So I need you to keep track of it next time you want to hunt, because my record for most cans in one day was 27. Is a good day.
Telling you, Blake, I think you can do it. I think
I'm sure you could. Well, no, who was it that one time we had? It wasn't Joel. It might have been. Was it Joel's cousin, Zach? Remember Zach?
Yeah, the other Zach.
Yeah, Joel. They said they did 30 something in a day.
Whoa.
That's a lot of pepper.
At my age, the amount of Tums that I would have to consume after that,
probably 23.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's a lot of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, you know, it's funny. Like you would think, like as a kid, drinking that much soda would be like, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. But as you get older, you're like, 30 cans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's crazy how things change as you get older.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's fine. It's whatever. They're only feelings. No, I'm not gaslighting anyone. It's fine.
I just drink them away in my Dr. Pepper. So I'm going to ask you the reverse now.
Okay.
So what's the longest you've gone without a Dr. Pepper?
We were, man, I don't know. I think the longest time we were up in Idaho in the mountains, and we didn't have access to anything. We packed the truck and went one day, and we were there for 9 days in the mountains, and we had packed grills and extra coolers and all this gear and tents and everything, and what do? You put the groceries in, and we had already packed the drinks in the bottom, and the cooler actually holding dry ice and stuff like that, so we hadn't put the drinks in there because it was cold enough outside. Well, it was too cold outside, and my cans froze second day of the trip.
Is that how that buck behind you got shot? Did it steal one of your cans?
Yeah, it was actually, until we turned the right way, this bad boy here, he picked up on a day when we were on the mountains, and he come over there and drank all the busted, frozen Dr. Pepper cans of mine.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
But that's actually we lost the cans, they swole up because they were frozen and cracked, busted. The whole bed of the truck was covered in 23s.
But you know what? At least
I had a cracked can. You had cracked cans. That's a bigger tragedy.
I was going to say, what's worse, not getting anything on a hunt or losing all that gold?
That made it worse. I would have to say, it's kind of tit for tat. You spend 9 days hunting and not get anything, that sucks. But
it doesn't look like that's ever happened to you. You got all those. You don't even know what that's like.
I know what not having Dr. Pepper's like. It feels like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
All right. So big question here for you, and I'm just jumping all over the place because you know what? I don't really care. So Dr. Pepper approaches you, says, Blake, we want to give you $1 million to create an ad campaign for Dr. Pepper. We want to, there's this target market of hunters that we want to market to. So we need your help. What are you doing?
Man, that takes thought, man. That takes some brainstorming.
But see, and again, because you're the hunter, you understand that target market.
Yeah.
So
what
let me
would
give
you
you
do?
let me give you some help as you think, because we generally ask this question to all our guests and just kind of see how they would want to promote Dr. Pepper. And since you're a hunter, we aim this to you specifically for hunting. We've had
See what he said there. We aim to
Yeah.
you. Ah,
I got you my sights.
I just came in blasted.
So we had somebody that was a park ranger before talked about like he thought it'd be awesome to have like drones that could like deliver while people were hiking or going through. We've talked about doing like a Comic-Con, but like for Dr. Pepper with 23 stations and different things. We talked about targeting specific audiences or genres or types of cans and things. Like it's out there. Whatever you can think of stuff that they've done before and modify it. Anything you have that. How would you promote Dr. Pepper?
I think the big thing here is a lot of people have gone to. Well, I don't want to spoil the idea just yet, but so the can is. I mean, it's not heavy, but when you're packing all your stuff in your pack and you're going, you know, whether you're mountain hunting or, I mean, let's be honest, you walk a long ways. It's a long ways, whether it's uphill, downhill, whatever. I think, you know, everybody usually keeps a water bottle on them or something. I personally cannot stand water. Like, I know I need to drink it, but it's just.
There's carbonated water, number one ingredient in Dr. Pepper.
Right, but I like just plain water, you know, I don't like it.
Yeah.
We understand.
So where's the Dr. Pepper packs that we, you know, dump it in my little water jug I got? You know, I'm not worried about shaking my Dr. Pepper up while I'm going.
So like the lemonade Kool-Aid packs that you pour in, better Dr. Pepper one.
Dr. Pepper packs.
Or like a Dr. Pepper camel pack that you could just.
This would be money, yep. But yeah, the little I don't know, almost like, you know, flavoring, but
premixes.
Like, yep.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I like it.
I'm liking it.
Cool. Let me just go ahead and file the patent idea right now.
There it is. That's how we make money for the show.
Yeah.
Wait, we make money?
Wait.
You guys are getting paid for that? We're the Millers, I'm sorry.
I mean, I think it's small.
Wow, did you see that buck go by?
Yeah.
No, that's a really cool idea. The only thing though, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but something about the carbonation within the Dr. Pepper just it takes it to a new level, and I don't know if Dr. Pepper flavored water would hit the same note.
Probably. I mean, you think about drinking a flat Dr. Pepper, like you got.
I'd rather not think about that.
I can.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby?
Yeah.
You take it back.
Where that drink go? Find it. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's still a good idea, and I think that would require some crazy sort of engineering to avoid having that flat taste that all of our brains would be expecting.
So here's another crazy idea, because when Dr. Pepper Zero came out, they said they locked those scientists in that room for 10 years as they worked on perfecting Dr. Pepper Zero. Maybe they should get the Pepper Pack, lock us in a room, and have us create this Dr. Pepper mix
On the go.
You know, Zach, love you and all, but I've already been in one vault with you, and I don't want to go back.
Hey, it's not my fault they wouldn't let me take pictures.
We need like the gimbals that people have now for cameras. We need a gimbal bottle so it don't, you know, flatten your drink out by mixing it up and.
Ooh.
I like it. No, it doesn't explode.
But then you could be running, and the can the bottle just stays still, and you're like, boo, 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 boo.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
I'm all for that.
Stabilizing the bottle.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to mix any other flavors? Like, if you go get fountain drink Dr. Pepper, do you like to add any shots of flavor to create combinations?
23, man.
You just stick with.
Did you not listen to him, Zach?
Well,
He said he stops at 23.
Well, I just didn't know if if he's done like the strawberries and cream. He mentioned earlier that he did the Dr. Pepper cream soda, so I didn't know if he did any of the other flavors. And then
I let Dr. Pepper stick to it. They engineer the strawberries and the cream soda. I'll hit them up every now and again, but
yeah, no, that's fair enough.
It's making me thirsty and hungry.
No. Well,
he's been
speaking of hungry,
I was going to say, Dario, that's a segue for you, bud.
Hey, and just saying, what do you like to eat when you have your Dr. Pepper? Because, well, frankly, I'm always down for a good cookie. And yes, tonight it is the fortune cookie tonight.
Nice.
I'm big on ice cream. Love ice cream. Milkshakes. I'm always the ice cream. And I think that Dr. Pepper pairs perfect with any kind of ice cream. Like you go get a big waffle cone, it's 3 scoops tall, cookies and Dr. Pepper has the carbonation hit to like.
I wonder if you can get an ice cream cone with 23 scoops tall.
Sure, if I want type 23 diabetes.
I mean, if it's Dr. Pepper flavored ice cream, I might just have to make it happen.
Fair enough. So you mentioned like cookies and cream ice cream. Have you ever tried a cookies and cream and Dr. Pepper float?
I've never tried that.
I'm telling you, man, it'll change your life.
Now, Josh, did you do the cookies and cream? You did the mixed cookie and cream, right?
No,
did you do that with
I did just
chocolate, or did you do that with the regular?
So when we were at Waco at the Dr. Pepper Museum, after you go through the tour, you go to the soda shop that they have just across the lot, and you get your free drink, but you can also get like floats. And I did cookies and cream with the original Dr. Pepper made with real sugar.
Nice.
Dude, I died and went to the 23rd circle of heaven.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me that that's a thing, then you're in denial.
No, I got to do it. That's it. So
that made me think of another question. Have you ever had the chance to go to the Dr. Pepper Museum?
I have seen it, and God, I've gone through Texas too many times, but I've never been close enough to, like most time I'm only there on a trip for like 2. So I hadn't had the time to like deep work to it yet. It's on the bucket list.
So that's your new hunt. Your hunt is to get to the Dr. Pepper and hunt Dr. Pepper in the Dr. Pepper Museum.
That's right.
General admission to go is $10.
It's 23.
Yeah. Well, no, $10 to go through the museum. But if you want to really check off the bucket list, do the VIP tour.
The Extreme Pepper.
The Extreme Pepper experience, dude. Forget about it.
That's the vault Josh was referring to earlier. Part of that, they give you a private tour, and they take you into 3 of their vaults of like their advertisements, all of their merchandise. You can't touch anything or take pictures, and that's where I was like freaking out. Josh wanted to Hannibal Lecter me to a dolly.
Not only me, your wife too.
That's all right.
Yeah. Oh, it's 75.
There it is.
Well, that's for the Extreme Pepper.
Yeah.
But just general admission, I think, like you said, is
it's $10.
It's totally worth it.
This experience, dude.
And they give you like a goodie bag at the end of it. That's actually how I got this white cup. It was in that goodie bag.
Dang,
so I guess I just have to go back and do it again.
Oh, and it includes the make your soda, where you're gonna actually make your own.
Oh yeah,
soda, and you learn how they mixed it back in 1885, where you'd hold the bottle. So like the top of the bottle's here, and you literally just go like this. That's how they mixed it, because if you just shake it normally, it builds up all that energy from the carbonation. But by going like this, it would mix the flavor with carbonated water, perfect without any kaboom. So totally worth it.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
No, well, with that being said, and Zach's desire to take a picture of everything in the vault and the memorabilia and the collection, I gotta ask you: do you own any Dr. Pepper collection or merchandise? Because we know your collection that you currently have is from all your hunts.
Yeah.
And and that deer and that buck that took a frozen Dr. Pepper from you.
He learned his lesson.
That's right, he did.
The only thing, I guess I'm a little slack on the merchandise. I got a lot of. I'm big on socks. Like, I don't know why, but I like cool socks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. I got them, dude. Like,
so these were a gift from Natasha, who played Natalie on Fansville.
Yeah, we had her on. We had her on the podcast for Dr. Pepper Day a couple years ago, and she just out of the blue sent Josh and I a pair as a thank you for having her on. We're like, awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw it the other day and I was like, oh. So thank you, Natasha, again.
Stock game on Dr. Pepper level is pretty good. And then like in my outdoor shop or whatever, where I do all my tools and working around, and I like to have like old license plate, old metal signs, and flags and banners. So I got a bunch of the older vintage Dr. Pepper signs, and then I got
nice, awesome.
That's kind of my dream. I want that old yellow, drink a bite to eat Dr. Pepper script logo with the period. But those are like 15 to 1800. Find them on eBay, and I'm like, So if you find extra, let me know, and we'll chat.
I'll send a link.
Oh yeah.
I wonder.
Now, I'm assuming you use a 23 gauge shotgun.
Yes. No.
So what if Dr. Pepper made you a custom Dr. Pepper 23 gauge shotgun? It's a real shotgun, and then also like a 23 gauge shotgun that like shoots Dr. Pepper to people.
Yeah.
Like you pull the trigger and it launches a cannon, kind of like the hot dog cannons.
Yeah.
Like football games. That'd be pretty cool.
I like that. That would.
Why do I feel that would end badly?
Well, you gotta be paying attention. Dude, that's the next Fansville. They get, rather than the hot dog cannon, they get the Dr. Pepper cannon, and they're just taking people out.
Okay. As I'm okay with this idea on one condition, that the four of us are in the stands and you get hit first.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, we're aiming at it.
Well, look, listen, long as nobody's on the very top of the stands when they get hit by it, we don't need any of that happening.
Oh man.
Oh,
because I do not want to give another eulogy. Okay.
Yeah.
I know we don't need to have a Maud Flanders moment. Yep. I saw where you were going with that. Oh, Maud. That's how she went. I better look that up just to make sure. Wouldn't want to give false information.
We'll get disclaimer online.
Yeah.
Warning. Not everything in this podcast is as awesome as it appears. False. It's awesome.
It's even more awesome.
It was the shirt cannon.
It's a rough day.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't shove that on the podcast because
no.
It's a family show.
Thank you. I have students that watch and usually interact, so I gotta be careful.
And I wouldn't want to scar everyone like I'm about to be scarred again watching her.
Yeah.
On
that note,
that's now we're just scraping the bottom of the can.
Well, Blake, it's been a blast getting to chat with you. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us. Dario?
Yeah, it's great that you came. Quickly, we just want to let everybody know that you can catch us on all of our socials on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever there's social media, we are there. You can see us on YouTube, Facebook. You look up for Pepper Pack Pod, you're gonna find us there. All right, and also don't forget to visit our Redbubble store. It is down below. You just want to let me take a look at that. We need that.
Hey Dario, is there anything new coming out on that Redbubble store?
Well, I believe Konnor's been in the works of making some new merch and some getting ready for summer and spring. So you definitely
and Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
That's right.
I mean, this is the first Valentine's Day of you being married, so you're gonna have to get some shirts so you're all matching with the whip.
So, do you remember what he said he's making? Josh, do you want to share that?
No, I specifically signed an NDA not to tell you.
I know what he's making. You don't have to tell me. He told me.
I can't
remember.
Told. But I think I can give a hint. Love at first sip.
Yes, that's what I was referring to. So if you need your Pepper Pack podcast, Love at First Sip, Dr. Pepper merchandise, make sure you check out our podcast, our Redbubble store.
Yep,
and let your loved ones know that that's what you want.
Stay tuned to the social because we'll be making announcements about that. But more importantly, Blake, where can people find you if they want to follow you as well?
Okay, so Instagram, I think I tried to put it right here.
Yep.
At the actually it's at D as in like Daniel, because my first name is Daniel, but I go by Blake. So I've recently changed the at the Blake Hodge to at D Blake Hodge for Instagram. And then anywhere else is at the Blake Hodge. So you search up Blake Hodge, you'll probably find me holding up a duck or a deer or a Dr. Pepper can, one of the three. Mm-hmm. You'll know that's me.
Or a deer with the Dr. Pepper can.
This is factual.
I think you need to take a selfie with the poor fella that didn't listen the first 22 times.
Yep. Thirds.
Oh
well,
never a dull moment.
Yeah, it's been great getting to chat with you. Like you said, this is so much fun just getting to interact with the Pepper Pack outside of the portal and just having that face-to-face connection via the internet. But Josh, Dario, always great to catch up with you guys again. Everyone watching, thank you for joining us. Please make sure you follow us, share this video. We got some fun giveaways we're talking about doing. And be safe, be blessed, be a pepper, and until we drink again, we'll see y'all next time.
Later.
Goodbye.